thank you guys. You can actually see the back shot of the video here at my desk. So some guys are sending you regards from our online chat. And it's time to invite you to our stage to take the floor. Please welcome Benediktas Vanagas. So could you briefly introduce yourself, tell the story of your recent adventures, of your career successes, and how it's come for you that you're here today?
Okay, so first of all, it's a big honor and pleasure to meet you all here. I believe we have some people in the system, so hi, hello. I have a lot of thoughts. I will forget most probably many things. So first of all, I'm really happy that the biggest part of audience are not men. So thank you, girls, very much. Really. I think we will have a good chat, and it will be like we will share this meeting in three parts. One part is Zoya and me telling a little bit about us, but I mean, it will be just information from us, what we want to say. But this is not necessarily what you want to hear. You know, and in life, usually it's better to ask your questions. Then Zoya will have some questions. But if you can think over what is interesting for you, then you can get you know your own answers, and I think that's the best thing. You know, actually, I have to be honest with you, and I'm always honest. I don't like cars. You know, so we can talk about something else. Actually, we can talk not only about the car, but coming back. So Zoya said about visibility. So, you know, actually you can see huge Gurtam logo, but I'm standing here and and logo is there, so you don't see it. Sorry, but really it's big and it was it was visible. So who is Benediktas Vanagas? I think Lithuanians might know a little bit, but for the ones who doesn't, I'm a driver, and usually, you know, people sometimes ask me how to present you, and I say driver is fine, because you know you can think that the driver is handling the car. That's one perspective, but another perspective, you know, handling processes. So in this case, for instance, I like to handle relationships. I like to handle the country. I like Lithuania very much. Actually, I think we have some maybe Belarusians in the system. So, you know, we've been one empire for quite a period. That was called the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. But, and you know, and Vytis, Pogona, whatever you call it, it's about the same. I mean, we are from one pot. So, and it's also important for us. So, 98% of Lithuanians knows Benediktas Vanagas, or at least from the research was done from 20 to 60 years. So it's kind of I have to be careful to what I say, what I do, and so on. Actually, you know, one thing about that is a lot of people, or nearly everyone knows me, but not necessarily all of them like me. So you know, and that's another thing. So I think I have not done anything bad, but I have a strong opinion about certain things. And you know, if you have an opinion, and if someone has another opinion, then you are not necessarily on the same, you know, spot. So, but there is a saying, you know, if you want to be kind for people, sell ice cream. And I have an opinion, so I'm sorry, but that's me. But anyway, I mean, this country is very much important. When I was a small kid, I liked cars very much, but at the moment it's just tools, you know, to do things. So that's one thing. Another thing, what is Dakar? Dakar is the biggest race and one of the most difficult races in the world. Dakar actually is the same age like me. I'm 46. So Dakar is 46 or 47 edition, I don't remember exactly. Usually it was from Paris to Dakar, and Dakar is like a capital of Senegal, but now it's in Saudi Arabia. So, I mean, you know, there is no truth in the world. Actually, everything is mixed up. So Dakar was 30 years in Africa, when it was 10 years in South America, and now it's 5 years. I think it was 50 year in Saudi Arabia. Myself, I was doing Dakar. Again, Dakar. So usually it's 2 weeks of racing, 5,000 kilometers of stages, and 10,000 kilometers overall. So it's really very challenging and very difficult race. So I would say that, I mean, if you are climbing Everest, is the top, you know, for the climbers or mountaineers or whatever they're called. Sorry for my English. It can be Formula One, it can be Dakar, so it's really, you know, the biggest thing in the world. Dakar is shown to nearly 200 countries in the world. Maybe in Lithuania is just most popular in the world. I think there is not another country in the world where it's so popular. Okay, but I think we can talk about it. So it's really a big, very big thing. I've been there 12 times. After you are entering there 10 times, you start to call a legend. So that's actually the official thing. You know, ego is a big thing for human beings, and I'm also a human being. So yeah, that's it. And I think that's mostly what I wanted to say, maybe.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing this story.
So
you can proceed to some questions, and I already have some. Just mentioned that it was your 12th Dakar, so some people at Gurtam work for 12 years or even longer. Can you compare the first Dakar and the one that you had last time, the recent one? What was the difference? What would you name as the biggest?
Actually, you know, this video was not only from this year. And you remember when there was one spot where the car was red. The only time, I'm racing 25 years, professionally, and my first Dakar with Latvian car Oscar called, and it was different logo. So if someone would ask me, you know, what is the biggest thing you have done in your life, biggest achievement, so I would point that video. And actually, it was Eurosport, so the biggest channel in the world, and they said Benediktas and Saulius, brave Lithuanians of Dakar. So you know, we said that Lithuanians are brave, and actually this message went through in all over the world. So I think, you know, it's the biggest my achievement. Because they told that Lithuanians are brave. When I say Lithuanians, I think Lithuanians, Belarusians in general. Here we are in one pot. So you know, we are all the same. So I think it's my really biggest achievement. But I had many accidents, and you saw one of them. Mm-hmm. I'm sometimes forgetting, you know, what people are asking and start to tell the stories.
Yeah, I noticed, you know.
Yeah, many times, yeah.
May I ask you to come back to my question?
Yes, what was it?
How can you compare your first Dakar rally and the one that you had?
Okay, yeah, sorry. I told you, many accidents. So actually, the biggest reasons, when I went to my first Dakar, I was full of, you know, teenagers. They know everything, they can everything, and in general, you know, we've all been teenagers. Maybe we don't remember, or we have kids maybe who are teenagers, or maybe some don't yet. But so I was going there to show that we can, and that we will do a result and so on. And we were doing so many mistakes there. I mean, and you know. Dakar is not a marathon, it's like ultra marathon. And if you're running marathon and sometimes, you know, you're shooting your legs yourself, it's very, at least, uncomfortable to run, you know, because it's painful. So we were shooting so many times. I think I have rolled over with Oscar officially some 3 times, maybe. Unofficially, maybe it was like 5 times. I mean, we even didn't tell all the stories what happened there. So it was very, very difficult, but we finished it. And I understood that the attitude to what we are doing was wrong. So I would say the first one was with pink what do you call it, glasses, and absolutely wrong attitude. The last one was very, very, very professional, and and in between it was transformation from one to another. So yeah. I mean, we started as dreamers, I would say, and now I mean our team is really, I mean, in Dakar. We are one of us. Okay, not we are quite big, but private team. But we are fighting, with factory teams. So, for instance, our team this year was 2 trucks, 2 cars, 2 Land Cruisers, like 16 people. But we are fighting with Audi, and our budget was like 1 million euros this year, or maybe a bit more. And we are fighting with Audi. Audi is like 200 million euros, like 250 people stuff working, in the car. So yeah. But actually, I think we were 8th overall this year. So it was the best Baltic result so far. So yeah, last time 5 years ago, our best result was 11th place, 5 seconds to the 10th place. You're driving 10,000 kilometers, and the gap is like 5 seconds. And to the top 10, this position. So it took us like five years to get to top 8, and now next year we need to go to the top 5, all of us, huh? So guys, we will have to work hard. So yeah.
Can you tell a bit more about the car? This one.
Girls,
I have
are you sure? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because actually, I'm having these questions coming from
I want to live,
from those listening.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So starting from the very silly one, do you buy a new car for every race? And ending with what is so technically specific about this very car? What do you do additionally on top of this manufactured car so that it could survive within these circumstances?
Okay, I think among you there are people who know everything very well about Dakar, like Domas, and the people who not necessarily, but might see some nice landscapes and nice men and women and whatever. So it's a Toyota Hilux. It looks like a Toyota Hilux, but if we are talking about really the parts from real Toyota Hilux, so it's the headlamp is original. It's the door handle, it's original, this small part. And the wipers here, original, that's it. Yeah, because in general, the best specification of Hilux costs like 50,000 euros, 50. This one costs maybe 750,000 euros. So, I don't know, some 8, 9, 7 times more than, sorry. I don't, 17, 18 times more than a standard car. So it's a really proper car, and it has nothing to do with Toyota Hilux. So it's specially made car. Some specifics we have, like, do you drive cars?
Some of us.
Okay. Do you fill petrol sometimes in? Petrol tank, if it's not an EV. So usually standard car like 40, 50 liters. Here we have 500 liters of fuel for one day. Because our day in Dakar, again switching, I want you to know everything and a lot. So our usual day, we start in Vilnius, we finish in Tallinn. That's a stage. No, sorry. In the morning, we go to Klaipėda. Just according to road laws, everything, yeah. And our stage starts from in Klaipėda. It finishes in Tallinn. So like 500 kilometers. You are driving on not highway, but 150 meters to the right from highway, whatever. Trees, forests, dunes, with no roads, nothing. I mean, you have to go as fast as you can, 500 kilometers. When you finish in Tallinn, then you have, I don't know, some another 100 kilometers to be walk. Your day is over. And next day is the same, next day is the same, next day is the same, 14 days.
I think you need to explain what bivouac is.
Huh?
I think you need to explain what bivouac is.
Bivouac, Do you know gypsies? Цыгане, huh? Huh. Okay. So, so in general, it's like, we're like gypsies. Uh, at the moment, we are traveling. It's like 30 hectares with a wall somewhere in the desert, not in the town. There we have like toilets, generators for electricity, showers, kitchen, not kitchen, столовая, I don't know how it's called, whatever, where you can eat, and there is like 5,000 people. Some maybe 1,000 of them are the people who are racing, another is technicians, engineers, and people and journalists and whatever. And we move from one to another. We are like gypsies. Every day we are going and traveling around. So this is how we cover 10,000 kilometers in 14 days. We are moving. Our home is, further and further and further. So it's like some people are sleeping in the tents, and yeah, not an easy life actually. Yeah, sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. I have one more online question.
Don't forget to think over the questions.
Yeah,
not what Zoya is interested, but what you is interested. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Just a couple of my questions are here, and then we can go further. I wanted to ask also about your co-driver, because you mentioned that like it's quite a long time when you spend together. Do you talk to each other afterwards?
Okay. When astronauts are sent to the space station, they have to go through a psychological suderinamumo. Help me, please. Kaip suderinamumas angliškai?
Testing, challenges, testing.
Whatever, you have to go through the test that people fit each other. Compatibility. Thank you so much. Google Translate, right? No? Yes. So, and this is done because, if you send someone for, I don't know, half a year to live in a small space, they can kill each other if something is wrong. So, in general, first of all, relationships between co-driver and driver in such a long race like Dakar have to be treated much more accurate, even with the family, than wife and husband. And this is because, what happens is that 2 weeks you have to be in one car in this space. It's not too much space. It's like two guys, or it can be not necessarily two guys, but two girls, or male and female, whatever. Yeah, and actually girls around year 2000.
Don't lose the path.
Sorry,
Stay in the question. Yes.
Quick. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So to make long story short, after Dakar, actually, I'm not so keen to talk to Holder for like 1 month. I'm okay with him. He is very good with psychology. So he really always, not taking everything very seriously and so on, because we have to make so many decisions every day, and okay, usually I have to tell it. What is the usual day in Dakar? I told you that driving with Tallinn, Klaipėda, whatever. Yeah, but from Klaipėda to Tallinn is you go to sauna, 70 degrees temperature. You have 4-layer clothing, special suit, but 4 layers. Here is 1 layer, so like 4 long sleeves, 4 trousers. Then we have helmet, we have gloves, everything. So you go dressed like that into sauna, 70 degrees, okay, can be 60 degrees, enough, yeah? Then you sit on the cycle, like trenejor, okay? And you work there for 6 hours, not going out. You have 3 liters of cold water to take it by sip. And every second, while you are doing this training, in the sauna for 6 hours, every second you have to answer like 3 questions. Because you're driving very fast, you need to make a decision. You have to talk, to your co-driver, and you do that for 2 weeks. Every day the same, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours. So it's really, you are so exhausted, and if there is even a smallest spark, it can blow like I don't know, like atomic weapon. So I'm just trying to answer how it is, because if I will just answer yes or no,
Yeah, okay.
it will not work. You will not understand. So it's not that easy. Are you okay so far? Yeah, good.
Thank you.
Funny at least. Very good.
Guys, it's time for your questions, and I need to tell you that Benediktas has a gift for the best question, in his opinion.
Look,
So you
I
already got the idea which questions can be asked. So
yeah. You can ask anything and not about the car.
yeah.
The gift is I have actually the team T-shirt. Okay, this is polo, but team T-shirt with Gurtam logo. Sorry, here. And even I have 5 sizes, so it will fit you. For the best question today.
So we have the first question from Rostislav. We will have the microphone. Wait a moment.
I will take water. Where's my water? Here.
So my question is, what's the current path to become a rally driver? Is there any environment in Lithuania to become a rally driver, or for example, or what was your path to become?
So everything in the world starts with dreams. First you have to dream something. Again, from long story, but it doesn't matter what you want to do in your life. It's first of all about the dream. Then you need to do something, and to become a rally driver, it's a lot of different competitions. I started in the streets. Okay, it was like 30 years ago. I didn't have a driver license.
Nobody knows.
I went to the school with a car, not having a driver license. It was, so close. My school from my house was like 100 meters, 150 maybe.
But you needed a
But
car.
I was driving, and I had to drive like, I don't know, 10 minutes around, but I was driving because I was proud, I had a car and stuff, So, okay, at the moment, I don't want to remember it. Yeah, but so you're doing this, but to become a driver, it's not that difficult. To participate in different races, you have to have a license, like James Bond. He has a license to kill. Here you need to have a license to drive. Rally cars. Again, sorry. Yeah, I know that I will get back with all the things. To drive in Dakar, you have to have international sporting license. So FIA is like International Association for Federation for Automobiles, who is doing the event. In Lithuania, we have Lithuanian Association of Autosport. So you go there, you have to go through exams. You have to do some smaller events to get this international license. So it's not okay. It's doable, but not that easy. Just need to do some things. Did I answer a question? Thank you so much. Good.
Next question, please. Yeah, we have some.
Girls, 2-0. Boys asking, huh?
Yes, Benedict, what heaviest thing in the car besides the fuel? And the second question is, do you listen to music during the race?
Okay. What do you mean by heaviest?
What stuff you have besides the fuel?
Okay. So the weight of the car in general is minimum weight is 2 tons. It cannot be lighter according to the regulations. Everything else is on the top. So 500 liters of fuel, which is around 400 kilograms. One wheel is like 50 kilograms, and when we bring two spare wheels in the car, again, it's not normal. Usually, you bring one on. Here we have 2 because sometimes we need to change them. So okay, 100 kilos is this. We have to carry like 10 liters of drinkable water, but that's according to the regulations. You know, driver and co-driver can be, you know, bigger and smaller, whatever. So that's also, yeah. I think talking about the weight, yeah, not sure. Was it one question or two questions?
It was also about the music. Do you listen to music?
Good music, yes. So I remember something. Not that bad. Actually, this year I took, you know, we have on the stage we need to work, and that's it. But we are driving to Klaipėda from Vilnius, yeah, you know, on the roads on 120 kilometers maximum. So regular roads. So one day I took the AirPods or whatever it's called, and said, Kuldar, it's enough of you today. And I was listening to the music, but it was just one day, like some 2 hours. That's it. Otherwise, you know, I'm listening to the engine. I don't like it, but the sound of it. But yeah, what to do? Thank you.
Any more questions? Yeah, we have some. Yeah, girls are joining.
Oh, we have some. Thank you so much.
Labą dieną, Benediktai.
Labą dieną.
I don't hear. Okay. My question is, I just wanted to ask you about your mental health in this, you know, period of driving. And the second question is, are you scared of dying?
Okay. Actually, I told you it will be an interesting discussion. At least I see. Okay. About mental health. Okay. First part, I think I can be serious. Because, you know, the most no, there is a saying that the most svarbus, most important decisions are made with so little brain and with so serious faces that I decided to smile all the time. You know, I think it's better to smile and to do big things. So, talking, I think when you're going to Dakar, you have to be prepared yourself in 3 major things. One thing is your body. You have to train, you have to do cardio, you have to have muscles somewhere. For instance, you know, our head, I mean, we are really, it's difficult stuff, and you have, you know, helmet on, like 1 kilogram. But if you have an accident, so this 1 kilogram becomes like, I don't know, 100 kilograms. So, and you have to be prepared. So, first of all, your body. Second thing, you have to have your driver knowledge. So, okay, people in Lithuania, they are experts on everything, and they know that I'm a very bad driver, but I'm a reasonable PR specialist. So, usually they think like that, but okay, you have to have a knowledge how to drive a car, how to use the physics, and so on. And mental health actually is very, very, very important, because I was, you know, trying to describe you what is Dakar. I mean, how difficult is there. And, you know, I was telling you about one day. But why Dakar is that difficult? Because usually, you know, when I see the people in Biwak first day, everyone came to Dakar, you know, they were dreaming about it all year. Okay, maybe they were not, but in general, big thing. They are prepared, they are fresh, and they will do the job. And every day is like a nightmare there. I mean, you know, you get. I think Dakar is like great food. Is you know, when you prepare the food, and you have this quick pot or whatever, where there is a big pressure inside, and it boils, and if it blows, I mean, your whole kitchen is full of, you know, of food. Yeah. How it's in Russian? In Russian?
In Russian, it's skorovarka.
Skorovarka, yeah, наверное. Okay. So, so I think Dakar is like skorovarka. And usually, you know, what happens in 2 weeks in Dakar for us? So usually it happens like 5 years for a regular person living regular life. So it's like a zip format or 5 years what you get in 2 weeks. And it's a lot of information what goes through you. It's a very little of sleep. It's a hard physical thing, and every day you get more and more tired, and you start to become like a zombie. First day is okay, but second day you are not sleeping. It's a huge noise in the bivouac all the night. I mean, nobody's sleeping there, and you are getting more tired than you are getting rested. So in the middle of Dakar, I mean, you see people, they are already, they're not clean anymore, they don't see anything. They are like zombies going around and doing stuff. And for that, you have to be extremely strong with your mental health, because otherwise, I mean, you get crazy, you get baluba, really, I mean, there. So it's very much important. But actually, the reason why I like Dakar, because you have a possibility to know yourself. Because if you are in comfort zone, you don't know who you are. But I mean, if you get to the worst scenarios, I mean, I remember my first Dakar. It was so many things happening, and one of the day we crashed the car. Some of the petrol went away. We repaired the car. We drove, and petrol was gone in the dunes, in the desert. I mean, no one is there. Get some fuel, huh? Actually, we managed. I mean, when you nepasiduodi. Huh? When you don't give up, I mean, and when you trust, I mean, you can do many things. So, in general, thank you very much for this question. It was so far the best one. I think so. Thank you.
But the challenge is accepted.
2 more girls. I'm sorry.
Practical questions.
Yes.
What kind of navigations equipment is allowed to use during Dakar, and how actually you do the navigation in the middle of nowhere?
Yes, you work in Gurtam, right? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so talking about navigation, there are 2 things. We are monitored by satellites, GSM, whatever. I mean, different type of stuff. Most satellites, because no GSM connection there. But we cannot use anything. We just have a road book. So we have a road book.
Like a printed one?
Actually, not anymore printed, digital. But road book was like that. But at the moment now you have a screen, and in general it's the same information, and you go with like joystick or back and forth. So Kulder have like 2 tablets. And there is a road book, which means someone's opinion how you have to drive, where, like that much degrees, I don't know, 500 meters. Then you see something, then you turn to the right, whatever, dunes and so on. So it's this thing, and we know the mileage we're doing, how much, and that's it. So we have like a compass, road book, and trip meter. That's it. We are not allowed to use anything else. But I mean, the systems inside, I mean, through the satellites, they see absolutely everything. And we had, I remember, 10 years ago, a crash. Okay, more. Sorry, 14 years ago in Emirates, we had a crash in the dune. So we had a helicopter, like in 10 minutes, landed to give some service for us. So it's quite kind of quick. Did I answer a question? Okay, sometimes I can answer. Thank you.
Some. I can see one more hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 2 hands. I can see 2 hands.
First of all, here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we also have some questions coming from our online audience, so I will then ask them also. At least I will try.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this meeting, and thank you so much for your activity on the Instagram. It was so interesting and exciting for me. Thank you. And I have 2 questions. First one, just like a joke. I'm sorry. Did you know that Zoya invited you today because it's my birthday?
Oh, congratulations! Applauses, ladies and gentlemen.
Question for T-shirt.
Aha, okay.
Okay.
Smart,
and
what I can say.
Thank you. And second one, what was the most romantic in the car?
Romantic.
Yep. Thank you.
I told you that Hulder has a really good sense of humor. so he's calling me my love. But we don't have relationships, no. Uh, I know it might be quite popular these days, but no. I'm yeah. So otherwise, actually, maybe not romantic, but Lithuanians are so interested in Dakar. It's a lot of Lithuanians coming to Dakar. And actually, I remember we are driving in the dunes. We are beep, beep, very, very tired. We know that somewhere very soon is the finish. I'm waiting for a finish, like I don't know, like oxygen, and I see in the dunes, and I see this 300 square meters flag, Lithuanian flag. Okay, not the knights, but the tricolor, yeah. And I mean, I was nearly. Will kill someone. I was actually nearly okay, not crying, but it was very romantic this moment, really, when I saw this flag and so on. It was very good. Thank you so much. I have a difficult time, with these t-shirts at the moment. Your turn. We need a microphone.
We had a question from Doma.
Yes.
Doma.
Yeah, I forgot my questions after Alessia, but
you are the same like me, yeah?
Let's talk money. So you said that you had a budget of 1 million. And how much you brought after 2 weeks? I mean, in the terms, do you have any plans to upgrade the car to the newer, to T1 Plus, Ultimate, and so on? Could you give us a hint here? So,
okay, in general,
have you earned enough to buy a new car? So we know the price. Yes, yeah. So we know the price of a car in general, 750, 800, yes. And have you earned enough to buy a new? So you will answer.
Okay.
By this.
In general, I don't like to speak money, but okay, with you, I'm easy to speak money. Our budget is over 1 million euros, but when I say a car more than 750,000 euros, so it's not part of 1 million, because car, I mean, it's your asset. It's not cash flow. So in this case, okay, we had a new car for this Dakar. For the next Dakar, I wanted to have a new car, but we're not getting new one. Lines are too long, and we are late in here. Okay, we have a reasonable car, so it's fine. In more than 1 million euros is just a depreciation of a car. But at the moment, I can sell this car for bigger money than I bought it. But this is just because the need for these cars are big, and I will not sell it because I will not get a new one. So yeah, that's a story.
So my question. So you're not going to upgrade the car itself, like for next.
Domas is very technical. I'm sorry, girls.
Girls are also very technical.
Yes, you are also very technical. Yes. So, actually, no, we are going to upgrade the car. I think for the coming Dakar, we will invest into this Hilux at least 200,000 euros for upgrade, but not the rebuild. Rebuild will be on the top, but for upgrade, for extra investment, for this car to be a quicker one, it will be like more than 200,000 euros, what we will need to spend. Did I answer the question?
Yeah, profit is clear.
No, I don't agree with you, but okay, at another table we can discuss with you. At the moment, I think girls are, I don't know.
We had some more questions. Yeah, we have.
Back to technical questions from a girl.
Unbelievable. Huh?
Actually, you mentioned earlier about the mental preparation before the race, but I wanted to ask about the preparation, the technical preparation before a race. I do believe that you don't work like a Santa Claus, like once a year you go for a harsh 2 weeks and don't do anything for the rest of the year. So I wanted to ask, how do you prepare for the race? Do you go with your teams to some kinds of deserts to check the equipment and things like that? And the second question I wanted to ask, a very simple question: why didn't you choose to paint your car white for the desert conditions?
Okay, 2 questions is too difficult for me because I forget.
I will remind you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first one was preparation.
Technical preparation. Do you
Technical.
go to the desert with your team?
Okay, yeah.
Do you work throughout the year?
We have a saying, чтобы плавать, надо плавать. So for the swimming, we need to swim. So in this case, actually, just to go for preparation to desert is so expensive. So we choose racing. And for racing, you go testing before in the same place when you're racing, and then that's how you keep your performance. So in this case, I mean, you need to race as much as possible, then you have your skills. Because otherwise, it's just too expensive. Because, when you go to races, then you can, sell that to your partners, then you can communicate about it, tell the story, whatever, and then you know how you do a preparation. So in general, it's the races most probably, but we do some preparations elsewhere. At the moment, I think skills are quite high, so we don't need to go to the desert. But yeah, we're racing a lot. So that's one. Another
the color of the car.
Okay.
Why it's black, not
So,
white.
The story about black mat of the car, we wanted to be visible, and we wanted to be different back then. Because, we had different colors, different stuff, and so on. And actually, we don't have a design here. There is not a design. Because it's, okay. Again, to make long story short, or to make long story first of all, and when it comes short, I have a nickname in the team, Chief Designer. First of all, yeah, I'm in all the small details, and I'm a very bad manager, actually, really. I need to know everything and so on. Another thing, there is one famous avia constructor, or avia designer. He was making planes. I think it was Antonov or Tupolev, I don't remember. He said that ugly planes do not fly. So I think that ugly cars, they cannot be fast.
That's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. So it have to be somehow balanced. So we decided that we have a black mate. Nobody was using that color at the time, and actually it's just black and white. We don't have anything else. Okay, we have some gray in the system, but that's it. This is not ours. That's organizers, are doing it. I'm sorry. Yeah, it survived. Yeah. So it's black and white, and actually we were really very very visible this year. Even Toyota Gazoo Racing team. Toyota is the biggest producer in the world. Toyota Gazoo Racing is a factory team. They are spending, I don't know, billions of euros for motorsport, and they have decided that all Toyota cars, they were winning rally championship. They were winning Dakar. They were winning racing, like not Formula One, but long distance races. And they took our design. They took black matte car. Now all Toyotas in all the world racing factory cars are black. They have a silver roof. We were using it. Okay, they have a GR, Gazoo Racing. So they have some of a red color. But in general, they took the design of our car. The biggest producer in the world, whatever. They took Lithuanian team design.
Do you get royalty?
Actually, not yet. But actually, last year, I was meeting the president of Toyota. Big boss. He was, and I think they made a decision back then. When he saw our car, I was driving him. We just had a chat like with you, and he stayed with our team like for half an hour, and then even we were driving with him. So I think they took a decision from us. So, and usually in the desert, yeah, black color is not maybe that convenient because it sucks sun, so it gets a little bit more temperature. But we have a saying, and what is the saying? Maybe
I don't know.
Lithuanian grožis reikalauja aukų. So like, how is it? Please translate. Beauty demands victims. So we have there is always I usually saying dream responsibly because dreams come true. So, but you have to understand that everything has its price. So we are paying the price. I'm sorry, but we're nice, huh? Okay. So
Thank you for this wide reply. So we are a bit out of time. Are you agreed to stay a bit longer, or shall we just finish? We can just spend some.
how are you?
How are you? How are you doing? Okay, all fine? All fine? All fine? Okay. So do we have some questions from our live audience? Yeah, we do have one question, and then let's stick to those that we have in online.
I lost my water here.
Yeah.
So, I had one question I wanted to ask during the whole your show here, but
I'm
the
wet,
additional
actually.
one has appeared during this your last activity, answering to Alexandra's question. Are there any chances to get to ride this car for at least for 30 seconds?
Look. Okay, very limited amount of people have a possibility to co-drive me and to get the experience.
Okay, and another question. So let's forget about the car and cars. I wanted to ask, what was your passion? For what was your passion before the Dakar, and what is the most favorite your activity now, after the in
cannot be
a
honest
line
now.
of the car?
Okay. Actually, when I was young guy, really, I mean, a teenager, I really liked the cars very much. Really liked the cars, and it was so important for me. But the driver is happy 2 times. First, when he buys the car. Second, when he sells it. That's it. Usually, it's just
And
2.
buys the new one.
Huh?
And buys the new one.
Whatever, it's again. So I wanted to have a Ferrari. I wanted to have a Porsche. But my first Porsche I had the year 2000. So it's like 24 years ago, yeah. And and the second you buy it, I was dreaming all my life, and and the second you buy it, that's it. It's basta. I mean, my brain is very bad on that. Actually, when you get it, okay, it's not anymore. Your target. It have to be something else. So I have a Ferrari in the garage, and it doesn't make me happy. There is an anecdote about.
Moisha?
No. Actually, it's how it was. Cartoon Network.
Disney?
Winnie Pooh. So it was Winnie Pooh, and it was who else? Huh? This other small.
The piglet.
Huh? Пятничок, Пятничок, да, Пятничок. Пятничок, huh?
Да.
Please tell, sorry, yeah? Пятачок, да? Okay. In Russian, okay? Пятачок покупает шарик, уходит из магазина, следующий день приходит обратно, говорит, хочу вернуть шарик. А что, говорит, цвет не такой? Ну нет, что, уходит воздух? Ну нет, все хорошо. А почему? Ну не радует он меня. Так, понимаете, doesn't give me this Ferrari doesn't give me emotions anymore, because when I wanted, it was really wanted. And now it just takes time, takes space. You have to buy insurance, whatever, and I even don't drive it. So, because with Land Cruiser anyway, it's better. So that's it.
Thank
Sorry.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And the second part.
What was it?
Is
Sorry?
the most favorite your activity now after?
Passion. Most favorite what? Passion, yeah?
Activity.
Activity.
Oh, passion.
Actually, I like to sleep, but I don't get enough of it. I cannot answer you this question. Zoya will not allow me to say that. So I think that the major thing for each of one, we have to have a passion for something. And if this passion somehow collaborates with your work, well, what you are doing, then you are just happy person, you know. So, you know, start to love what you are doing, and you will never need to go to work. So I'm not working. In this case, yeah.
Even now.
Even now, yeah. It's just, you know, it's my life, yeah. It's just my life, yeah, part of my life. But when you're doing something, you have to know that some parts you don't like. You know, I talk to young people quite a lot because I said what is important for me. So for me is important country. From countryside, okay, it's Pogonia, Vitis. It's relationships with neighbors, so Belarusians, Polish, Ukrainians, whatever. Yeah, the ones who can be together with us as allies. Second thing, what is important for me is the country, and what is country? Country is people. So I decided that I want to talk to all gymnasium pupil, yeah, because they are making decisions who they will be in the future. The last 4 grades usually they're making decisions. So when they know me, they like to talk to popular people, and I think I have found, you know, the how it works, the algorithm to become a professional. So we are talking funny stories, but I try to, you know, to tell them how it works, how to become a pro. Why am I saying that? I forgot already. Oh, whatever. Yeah, just go to another question. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to some online questions because we still have some, and I guess we can finish afterwards because, yeah, it's quite good that you have so wide answers to all of our questions. So I have a question coming from Latin America. Could you please describe your experience racing against Carlos Sainz?
Won Dakar this year with Audi. Actually, you know, I told you the story about this Audi and like 200 times bigger budget, but only Carlos was faster than us because we had 3 guys. Peter Hansel, who won Dakar most times, I think 13 times, Matthias Ekstrom, and Sainz. So, okay, Sainz won Dakar, but Peter Hansel and Ekstrom was behind us. So money doesn't, yeah, so talking about Carlos Sainz, I mean, he's 61, I think. 61, and he won Dakar. So Dakar is won only by wise person. I mean, if you have, if you are very fast, if you have very big, you know, muscles, whatever, doesn't work. I mean, you have to be wise to win this ultra marathon, and this is the reason. I mean, being just fast is not enough. To win Dakar, you have to be extremely wise. So Carlos was rally world champion so many years. I mean, he's professional all his life. His son actually is in Formula 1. But coming back to Carlos, I mean, he is specific. I mean, he never talks to anyone. But if by incident or accident he is standing in back of you, he's coming like the best friend before the start, and you know that he wants you to let him go and so on. So he is a special in this case. Yeah, but he is a really super professional. He won the car, so yeah. But he's also a human being with all good and bad things as well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Another question coming from online audience is about your team and your work. So when you come after the race, you definitely need to analyze how was it, what was bad, what was good, which improvements are to be made. So which are the key lessons learned from the recent rally?
Oh, it's every Dakar is, as I was talking about this pressure pot. we get so much information and we need to analyze, and we are really small team. I mean, daily we are like I don't know, some 14 people, and we're doing so much. So you're talking to one of the worst managers in the world. Really, I don't understand how we make these results and so on, because I think we don't do enough even for analysis. But talking about Dakar, I would say that Dakar is one not like the best ones, but with the ones who are making the less mistakes than others. In Dakar, it's ultra marathon, so which means everybody's tired. For everyone, it's too much kilometers. Doesn't matter what budget you have, it's not enough. I mean, if you would ask Audi, they would say, I mean, we need 3 times more. Doesn't matter that they are 200 times bigger than us. I mean, doesn't matter. So, it's like 100,000 of small things, and you have to make the less amount of mistakes to win it. So it's not like being the best, but making it's totally different thing. So this is the why you really need to do analysis and stuff. So yeah, it gives a lot of information, but you have to be wise enough to use it. I know that actually after this Dakar we are changing two persons in the team. Even that, because I mean it's nothing bad about them, but we just need to have certain things which will work even better. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And I believe the last question goes about the car again. So does this car has had a neck support system, and do you use it while driving? Yeah. And actually, is it made upon your order by Toyota, or do you make it yourself on the base of Toyota frame?
Okay, so we use Hans system. Hans means head and neck support. Yeah. It have to be according to the regulations. So which means that we have something on our shoulders, and when we put the safety belts, it's different than in the regular car, because regular car you just make it like that. So it's 3 points, one here, one there, and one there, and we have 6 points in the car. So which means that you are sitting like in a child seat. It's supporting you from all the sides, so you cannot move. Then you have 2 belts coming through your legs. 2 belts here and 2 here, and they all fit in one bubble here. And then you need to tighten it, so you put it yourself in this seat and you cannot move. And then this system holds on your neck, whatever you call it, and then you have a special belts to your helmet. So if there is a heavy accident, and your neck cannot hold your head, so you don't break this main bone, позвоночник, whatever it's called. So it's keeping your head, but it's not flying away. So that's, and we need to use it. Yeah.
Okay.
And the car actually, it's not made especially for me. It's made specially to win the race, designed to win the race. But inside of the car, we do some small transformations in order it's a bit better for me. So it's sitting position. It's some very small things what we're doing, but otherwise it's just the same. But okay, as I told you, it's not the car for the road. It's car to win the car. It's a different thing.
Okay.
So I'm really sorry that I had to take your time with so unimportant things.
I guess we all enjoyed this, and yes. You see that there are a lot of questions, and people are really willing to talk to you.
No, they are just polite, I think. So thank you.
As always. So thank you again for being with us today and for answering all our questions. And I guess it's time to decide which question got the prize.
Can I do a selfie with you?
Sure.
No, I'm not talking to you, sorry. Hold on 1 second, I just quickly make a selfie. Sorry. Will you join us? Yes, please.
Yes, I will.
Wait, wrong. Chuk chuk chuk. Okay, I think we will not manage so that much. Wait. Why are you so serious, all of you? Huh? Thank you. I hope it's not the last time. And soon I will get a table here, and I will just come to the office every day, nearly. So, no?
Rule number 1: you need to bring your own table.
Okay.
The budget was spent last year.
Okay. Okay, I will bring my own table then. So anyway, it was really a pleasure to meet you, and I think we will be more and more together. I most probably will be in the events what you are doing. So feel free. I think we can have really a great chats together. So thank you so much, and
Thank
sorry
you.
for all. Yeah.